to my channel. So today's video is going to be a DIY video. However, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm not actually going to be doing the DIYs along with you. These are DIYs that I've already done and have been using with Natalie since she was about 3 months old. So I'm just going to show you them and talk you through them, tell you what things you're going to need and how to basically do them. I know this is a little bit different, but I hope you will still enjoy it. So let's get on with it. So the first DIY I'm going to talk about is one that's going to help when they're a little bit younger, when they haven't quite registered colour yet. So they're really interested in high contrast of like the black against white and white against black. This is a really inexpensive DIY as well. All you need is an apple, an orange, black paint, white paint, black card and white card. So this is what you're going to basically end up with. So what you do is you'll cut your card to the size you want it. I didn't do any specific measurements. It was just basically an A4 piece of card folded in half and cut down the middle. That's all I did. Then you want to get your apple, cut it in half and get one half, dunk it into the black paint or paint the paint onto it, whichever you find easier. Print 3 prints onto your card. So obviously here's what I did. And then this is what it looks like in the white paint on the black paper. So these are really good to stand up when you're starting to introduce tummy time with your baby, purely because they can focus on the high contrast of the black and the white and just be really interested in it. And they're probably going to stay on their tummy for longer because they're not thinking about what they're doing, they're just interested and sort of distracted in a way by the black and the white contrasts. I also did a version with oranges, so I did exactly the same. The other half of the card I had painted black onto one half of the orange, white onto the other half of the orange after I've cut it, printed my 3 prints, waited for them to dry and then stood them up while Natalie did tummy time. She actually really liked them when she was a lot younger. She still shows a little bit of interest in them now that she's 5 months, but you can tell she's starting to lose a little bit of interest because now she's trying to learn how to crawl. So she does still look at them and they are still in a way good because it's more of like she's got something to head towards. So she's trying to crawl and it's like she's going to crawl at them because that's what's in her sight, so she wants to crawl towards that. So they are still good to use from very early on until basically whenever you feel they're not really any use for your baby anymore. So the next activity I've done is another one for tummy time. So for this you're going to need 5 plastic containers. So you can get plastic jars or plastic bottles, whichever you think is best. Then you're going to need cold water, red, yellow and blue food colouring, some glitter in the colours of the rainbow. So you'll need red, yellow, orange, green and blue glitter. And then just other things like sequins and beads, things that can go in water and they're not going to get damaged in the colours of the rainbow. So again, the red, orange, yellow, green and blue. This is the first one. So this is the red one. So I just put some red food colouring, mixed it with water, put it into here, and then I put red beads and red sequins with some red glitter. Shake it up and it all swirls around and you can see the glitter. So you can line them up. So yeah, they're the colours that I have. I have the red, orange, yellow, green and blue. So the colours of the rainbow. So I'll show you the yellow one because this one you can see what I've put in here a little bit better. So I've just got yellow beads, yellow sequins, yellow glitter and just a touch yellow food colouring. So when you give it all a shake, you can see everything in there really, really well. So the aim of this activity is to line them in a row, starting from your red, orange, yellow, green and ending with your blue. So your baby starts to learn the colours of the human colour spectrum. By doing this, it starts to get them to register colour and understand colour, but it's also good for their cognitive development because of learning the human colour spectrum. It's also just something nice for them to, it relaxes and calms them when you swirl around and they're focused on everything moving around in the water and just swirling around. It's just nice for them to see and it helps them relax. It's a good activity which you can do when they're very alert and happy, or just when, you know, near bedtime, to help relax. They can focus on the colours and everything swirling around before they go to bed. Most of these DIYs I started using from when Natalie was about 3 months. Majority of them will last her for quite a while. There is only one that I haven't started yet, but I will be starting to use it very soon, and that will be the last DIY I show you. So the next DIY is this. It's an It Feels board. So you can get the It Feels books, and the books that are obviously got all the different textures in. But I thought to start off with, I would just make my own. So I just got a big piece of card, and then I just got a Sharpie pen or a marker pen, black paint, whatever you want to use. And I got a circle, and I just did 6 circles. And then I just got 6 different textures. So I got some bubble wrap for being bumpy, a sponge for obviously spongy, some crinkled brown paper, so obviously that will feel crinkly, some rough like sandpaper sort of texture, some cotton balls which are soft, and tinfoil which is slippery. And then I just wrote underneath each one what the feeling is. You can do whichever different types of textures you want. You can do hard, do like furry, so you can do whatever textures you want. You can do hard, you can do furry, you can do the ones that I've done. You could even have a little look on Pinterest and other things like that and get some inspiration for yourself. But yeah, this is good because I've been doing it where I put her hand or her foot even onto the different textures so she can feel them and register what it's like, and I can see the different expressions in her face, whether she likes it or doesn't like it. And as she gets older and she's able to sit up on her own, she'll be able to touch them herself. And again, as she continues to get older and older and starts to talk, she can tell me the textures and what it feels like and how it makes her feel, if she likes it, if she doesn't like it. So that's another really good thing which is going to last ages. And that's just a really inexpensive DIY which you can do with just anything around the house. So you can just find some household textures, pop them onto it doesn't have to be card, it can be paper, it could be cardboard. You don't even necessarily need to have it on displayed like this. You could put them into little bowls and have them feel the bowls, and you talk to them about, oh, does it feel soft, does it feel bumpy, you know, and things like that. You can adapt it to however you want to and whatever you think is going to be best for your baby. So the last DIY I did was really fun because it was one that I was actually able to get Natalie more involved in, and it is just this footprint colour board. So all I did was get red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple paint, put her little footprint into them. So I'll just bring it a little bit closer for you. So I just put her little footprint in each coloured paint, popped it onto the paper, got a really cute little print out, waited for that to dry, cut it to size, and then I got a little shape stamp and I did the little heart, and then I just wrote the colour of what the footprint is. So for the red footprint I wrote red in the heart, for the orange I wrote orange, and so on and so forth until I'd done them all. So this isn't necessarily one I've been using right now. It's probably one that I will start using when Natalie gets a little bit older, because I'll be able to talk to her more about the colours and get her to tell me the colours. But it's still something I can start off using now, because again, it's similar to the coloured water jars. She'll start to learn the colours of the human spectrum. So it is something else that you can introduce to help your baby learn the colours. So they're all the DIYs I've got for you this week. Hopefully in the future I will be finding some more DIYs and I will be able to do them along with you next time. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye!